After last weekend's violence, the United Workers' Party is more deeply invested in the scourge of criminal violence than ever before. They want stronger borders, better technology, counseling for victims, and for the minister responsible for housing and the local government to be fired.
This government has also condoned and is complicit in criminality. How can a government exercise moral authority when it has brought into cabinet a man accused of being a drug dealer and a money launderer?
How the firing of Frederick will change the climate of criminal violence is unclear. However, at their weekly Tuesday morning press briefing, Stephen Frederick suggested that Saint Lucia is the global murder capital of countries with less than 200,000 people, and firing Richard Frederick will somehow make it better.
Under this Philip JP administration, Saint Lucia now has the dubious reputation of having the highest incidence of homicide in the world. In any population under 200,000, what concrete measures will you take?
The statistics show that Caribbean nations are among the small states with the highest murder rates in the world. The highest crime rate can be found in the U.S. Virgin Islands, and the highest homicide rate can be found in St. Kitts. The crime waves are regional, but the opposition's focus is entirely local and predominantly political.
What is your plan for better community partnerships, including with the churches, which you've neglected, with the schools, with youth organizations and youth groups, in addressing and finding the very root causes of this violence?
The opposition United Workers' Party is very concerned about crime in St. Lucia, but they are in an awkward position. If they confess that the police have diligently brought down the homicide rate, they will hurt their chances of winning the next election. If they join the national fight against crime, they will validate the government's efforts. And if they admit that the root of the problem of criminal violence is regional, they will absolve the government of political responsibility for the scourge. And so the party has set out its priority.
Mr. Prime Minister, will you, Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre, take the long overdue and responsible decision of immediately firing Richard Frederick from your cabinet?
On the verge of elections, tackling the crisis of criminal violence is diametrically opposed to the job of taking back political power. Either fighting crime must be sacrificed to political ambition, or political ambition must be sacrificed to the fight against crime. And the United Workers' Party has made its choice. For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Seaflay.